week I write an article for the Orkney News about the situation in Gaza, and it's becoming increasingly difficult to find reliable sources for the pieces I write, because basically the journalists are all being killed. 5 the other day. Northern Gaza is closed off. Nothing is getting in, no humanitarian aid. And then when I saw reports of babies actually freezing to death, newborns, innocent children, and it becomes so difficult to write about situations like that, because obviously it's emotional, but you're trying to convey the facts to people and to engage with the readers. I just don't know what else to say about the situation, because it is so deplorable, it's so horrendous, it's beyond our understanding, because this is a systematic and deliberate policy. It is genocide to erase these people from our planet, from our earth, that we all share together by Israel. And what else can we do? But what we do here in Orkney is we stand in Vigil every Saturday through all weathers, just as a sign of solidarity, and to let people out there know that we are thinking of you and you're not alone.
Yes, well, I'm here visiting Orkney from Glasgow. This is actually the second vigil I've been to. I was at one in the summer here, and I think it's fantastic what you're doing here every week. Coming out to show your solidarity with the people of Gaza, which we all need to do, unfortunately, on an ongoing basis, until there is a ceasefire. So we're all here in solidarity with everyone there in Gaza, and indeed all of Palestine, hoping and praying for a ceasefire.
When we're here in this period between Christmas and New Year, and looking back on how things have deteriorated, really, I don't think we could imagine that the situation would have got so bad, and that as a state the UK is still selling vast amount of arms to Israel, despite what we can see happening there. And I think if there was anything that we're looking for in the new year, apart from a ceasefire, it would be that the UK comes to some decision to cease that kind of trade, because it's certainly not helpful in the current situation when the conflict's widening and Israel is attacking more countries than ever now.
I think we'll sort of come to a close now, because the weather's just starting to close in. So I just wanted to say, this is our last gathering of the year, and I just want to say thank you to everyone who's come out week after week to show solidarity with the people of Gaza and of the Middle East. I keep having numbers come up, and this week the number 4 babies in Gaza froze to death because of the cold there and the fact that they had no shelter apart from rudimentary tents. The number 5 journalists were killed in one incident outside of a hospital, which has since been practically completely destroyed, and the people there, doctors, patients, have been abducted. No one knows where they've been taken. So the number 96 96% of children in Gaza think they're going to die. 96% of women and children in Gaza don't have enough to eat. So the numbers just keep coming, and they're just so appalling. But we have to just keep carrying on and doing what we can to try to stop this carnage and this genocide, which is what Amnesty International, Human Rights Watch, and so many other medical charities are saying is taking place in Gaza now. So once again, thank you everyone for doing what you can, coming out in weather like this, coming out in weather like last week when it was probably 100-mile-per-hour winds. So just, have a wonderful end of the year, and we'll see you again next week unless this much talked about ceasefire actually happens. I'd just like to point out that Brian still has some produce from Zaytun, olive oil and dates and other, what was it? And so he's going to be back up by the cathedral if you'd like to stock up on any of his wonderful Palestinian produce. And just Happy New Year to everyone, and thank you again so much for coming. I could take back your posters and I'll keep them for next week if we have to be back. So thanks so much. And good health to you.
Happy New Year to you too.